Okay, so magandang oras muli sa inyong lahat na manonood. So sa video ito ay ating pag-aaralan kung paano mag-multiply at mag-divide ng fractions. So handa na ba kayo? Kung handa na kayo, so what are you waiting for? So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so sa ating previous lesson, we discussed on how to add and subtract fractions. At doon ay meron tayong natutunan kung paano mag-add at subtract sa paraang pangmabilisan. So ito yung tinatawag na butterfly method. Ngayon dito sa multiplication and division, meron din kayang shortcut? Okay, so tignan natin. Okay. So ang objectives ng ating lesson ngayon ay at the end of the lesson, so syempre we will be able to multiply fractions and divide fractions. Okay, so unahin muna natin kung paano mag-multiply. Ayan, so multiplication of fractions. If a over b and c all over d are rational numbers, then we have a all over b multiplied by c all over d. Ayan, so anong gagawin natin? So multiply the numerators and the denominators. So ano nga ba yung mga numerators natin? So we have a and c. So kapag pinag-multiply natin yan, so a times c is syempre ac. Then dito naman, so we will multiply the denominators, which is bd. So b times d is bd. And then after that, kapag nakuha na natin yung product, so simplify if possible. So kung pwede, simplify natin in its simplest form. Okay, so let us have an example. So we have here 3 all over 5 multiplied by 4 all over 6. So syempre, yung number 1 natin is multiply the numerators and the denominators. So ito na siya. So 3 multiplied by 4 and then all over 5 multiplied by 6. So 3 times 4, so we have 12, and then 5 times 6, so we have 30. Okay, so dito naman sa sagot natin, tingnan natin kung meron pa silang greatest common factor para naman ma-simplify natin. So ang greatest common factors ng 12 and 30 ay 6. Ayan, so i-divide natin into 6. So 12 divided by 6, and then 30 divided by 6. So 12 divided by 6 is 2, and then 30 divided by 6 we have 5. So the final answer will be 2 all over 5. So ayan, ganyan lang kasimple kung paano mag-multiply ng fractions. Okay, so meron naman tayong mga shortcut dyan. So halimbawa ito. Okay, so 3/5 multiplied by 4/6. So ang gagawin natin dito is to get their greatest common factor. Pero dito yung parang nagba-butterfly method lang tayo, ha? Cross. Yan. So yung partner ng 3 natin is yung 6. Yung partner ng 4 natin is yung 5. So sila yung mga magpa-partner. So alamin natin, meron ba kayang greatest common factor ang 5 and 4? So I think wala. So ang meron lang is 3 and 6. So i-cancel natin sila, and then since ang greatest common factors nila is 3, so i-divide natin both ito, 3 and 6 ng 3. So 3 divide by 3, so we have 1. And then 6 divide by 3, so we have 2. So itong mga bagong sagot dito, sila na kagaya nitong 1, yan na yung ating new numerator. And then itong 2, siya na yung bagong denominator. So i-multiply natin. So 1 times 4, so syempre we have 4. Then 5 times 2, we have 10. So itong product natin dito is hindi pa yan yung final answer kasi nga pwede pa siyang i-simplify. So ang kukunin lang natin is yung greatest common factor, which is 2. Ayan. So 4 divided by 2, so we have 2. And then 10 divided by 2, we have 5. So yung sagot natin is 2/5 na kaparehas din dito. So Meron tayong long method and then meron din tayong shortcut method. So, it's up to you kung ano yung gagamitin mo. Okay, so another example. So, para ma-practice natin. So, we have here negative 8 all over 9 multiplied by 3/4. Okay, so sa long method muna tayo. Ang gagawin natin is multiply the numerators and the denominators. So, ito yung magiging kakalabasan. Okay, so negative 8 times 3. So, that is negative 24. And then 9 times 4. So, we have 36. So, ayan. So, dito, so itong negative 24 and positive 36, meron silang greatest common factor para naman mai-simplify natin sa pinakasimple. Okay, so ano kaya? So hulaan nyo nga. So, ang greatest common factor is 12. Ayan. So, di-divide natin both numerator and denominator by 12. Ayan. So, gawin na natin. So, negative 12 negative 24 divide by 12. So, we have negative 2. Then, 36 divide by 12. So, that is 3. So, the final answer is negative 2 all over 3. Or, pwede natin gawing negative 2 all over 3. Ayan. So, that is the answer. Now, papaano kung gusto nating i-shortcut na lang kasi masyadong mahaba? So, ganito siya. So, tignan natin dito. So, ulitin ko yung cross niya yung cross. Ang magpapares dito is negative 8 and 4 and then 9 and 3. Okay. So, tignan natin. Ang magkapares is ito. So, what is the greatest common factor? So, ang greatest common factor nila is 4. So, i-divide natin. So, negative 8 divide by 4 and then positive 4 divide by 4. So, negative 8 divide by 4, that is negative 2. Then, 4 divide by 4, syempre, we have 1. And then, next natin ito kasi meron silang common factor. So, the common factor is 3. Ayan. So, 9 divide by 3, so we have 3. And dito naman, 3 divide by 3, so we have 1. Ngayon, itong mga new numerators and new denominators, sila yung ating i-multiply. Okay, so negative 2 times 1, we have negative 2. 3 times 1, we have 3. So, nakuha natin agad yung hinahanap nating product. So, since kahit na mahaba at maliit or medyo short yung ating solution, at least they arrive at the same answer. So, it's up to you kung ano yung gagamitin nyo. Okay, another example. Ayan. So, we have 5 all over 10 multiplied by 4 all over 20. So, yung long method muna. So, we have here, so ayan na, 5 times 4, then 10 times 20. Okay. So, 5 times 4, so we have siyempre 20, and then 10 times 20, so we have 200. Okay, so kunin natin yung kanilang greatest common factor. So, ano kaya ang maging greatest common factor nila? Wala nyo nga. Yan. So, ang greatest common factor nila is 20. Yan. So, 20 divided by 20, that is 1. Tama? And then, 200 divided by 20, that is 10. So, therefore, we have 1 all over 10. Ayan. So, nasundan ba? Okay. So, another one. So, paano kung gusto nating i-shortcut yan? So, tingnan natin. Ayan. Mas malaki. So, again, ulitin ko, yung cross tayo Ang pair ng 5 dito is 20. Ang pair ng 4 is 10. So, tingnan natin. Yan. So, alamin muna natin, ano ba ang kanilang greatest common factor? So, ang greatest common factor nila is 5. Yan. So, 5 divided by 5, syempre 1. 20 divided by 5, 4. Ayan. So, dito naman tayo sa 10 and 4. So, kunin natin ang kanilang greatest common factor. So, syempre, ang greatest common factor nila is 2. Ayan. So, divide natin. So, 10 or 4 divided by 2 is 2. Then, 10 divided by 2 is, syempre, 5. Ayan. So, i-multiply na natin yung mga bagong numerator and denominators. Ayan. So, 1 times 2. So, syempre, 2. 5 times 4 is 20. Then kung mapapansin nyo, hindi pa sila equal. So, syempre, meron pa kasing pwedeng greatest common factor na pwedeng pan-divide sa both numerator and denominator. And that is 2. Ayan. So, simplify na natin. 2 divided by 2 is, syempre, 1. And then 20 divided by 2, so that is 10. O, ayan. So, they are now the same. Or parehas na silang 1 all over 10. Okay, so, nasusundan na. Okay, so, paano naman kapag parehas na negative? Okay, so, tandaan, kapag parehas ang negative or parehas na negative yung kanilang sign, so alam naman na natin kung ano yung rules, kung paano mag-multiply. Kapag parehas ang sign, the outcome will be positive, and then kapag hindi parehas ang sign, the outcome will be negative. So, multiply natin. Ayan. So, we have negative 20 multiplied by negative 7 all over 21 times 10. Okay. So, multiply natin. 7 times 20 or 20 or negative 20 divided by or multiplied by negative 7 is 140. Then, 21 multiplied by 10, we have 210. Ayan. So, dito, kunin natin yung greatest common factor. Ano ba ang kanilang greatest common factor? So, that is 70. Ayan. So, divide natin. 140 divided by 70 is, we have 2. And then, 210 divided by 70, we have 3. So, the answer is 2/3. Okay. So, nasundan ba? Okay. So, atin namang alamin kung ano yung shortcut niyan. Okay. So, meron na tayong kwan dito. Na-cancel na agad. Ayan. Okay. So, alamin natin kung ano yung kanilang greatest common factor. Both negative 20 and 10 and negative 7 and 21. Okay, so unahin natin itong negative 20 and 10. Okay, so we have ang greatest common factors nito is 10. Now, negative 20 divided by 10, so we have negative 2. Then 10 divided by 10, we have, syempre, 1. Then ito naman, itong 27 and negative 7. Aalamin natin kung ano yung kanilang greatest common factor. So, ang greatest common factor nila is 7. Now, i-divide natin. Itong 21 divided by 7, so we have 3. And negative 7 divided by 7, so syempre, we have negative 1. So, therefore, we have 3 and negative 1. O, ayan. So, pwede na natin silang i-multiply yung mga numerators and the denominators. So, negative 2 times negative 1. So, since that is negative multiplied by negative, it will lead to a positive answer. Then, 3 times 1, that is, siyempre, 3. So, therefore, the answer is 2/3. Okay. So, nasusundan na ba? Okay. Okay, paano naman kapag ganito? Okay, so, kung isipin natin, malaki-laki na yung mga numbers natin. So, we have 16 times 8 or negative 16 times 8, 24 times negative 20. Ngayon, kung medyo nalalakihan kayo sa mga factors natin or sa mga imumultiply natin, pwede na tayong mag-shortcut agad para malesen yung numbers na imumultiply natin. Ganoon naman kasi yung gamit nito, yung pag-shortcut natin. Kung ayaw natin na mag-compute ng mga malalaking numbers, pues, i-shortcut na natin. So, negative 16 and negative 20, what is their greatest common factor? So, we have 4. Okay, so negative 16 divided by 4 is, siyempre, negative 4. Negative 20 divided by 4, siyempre, we have negative 5. Then, ito naman, 24 and 8, ano kaya ang greatest common factor nila? So, mapapansin nyo, 8 yan and 24, di 8 na lang. So, we have 24 divided by 8 is 3. Then, 8 divided by 8, syempre, 1. Then, yung mga natira, sila na yung imumultiply natin. Negative 4 times 1, syempre, negative 4. 3 times negative 5, so that is equivalent to negative 15. So, negative 4 all over negative 15. So, hindi lang tayo mag-stop dito. Kasi meron tayong numerator na negative and then denominator na negative. So, simplify natin. Negative divide by negative. Parehas na sign. So, that will become a positive answer. Okay. So, naintindihan? Okay. Now, paano naman kapag meron tayong mixed fraction? So, anong gagawin natin? So, ang gagawin muna natin is to express this mix into an improper fraction. So, paano? So, syempre, i-multiply natin. 3 times 2 is 6. Then, multiply to the numerator. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then, copy the denominator which is 3. So, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng 8 all over 3. Okay, kung titignan natin itong mga numbers dito, itong 8 and 5, meron ba silang greatest common factor? So, wala. Itong 4 and 3, meron ba silang greatest common factor? Wala. Kasi nga, simplified na sila. So, therefore, atin nang i-multiply in long way. So, multiply the numerators and the denominators. So, we have here 8 times 4, 3 times 5. Okay. So, equals, so we have here 8 times 4 we have 32, then 3 times 5 we have 15. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo rin yung ating product dito ay wala nang greatest common factor kasi nga wala tayong pwedeng pan-divide sa 32 na pwede sa 15. And since improper fraction ang ating fraction, so gawin na lang natin siyang mixed number or mixed fraction. Okay, so siyempre, shortcut na natin, wag na tayong mag-divide ng mahaba. So tatanungin ko na lang kayo, ilan ba ang 15 sa 32? So, dalawa, di ba? So, dalawang 15, so that's 30. So, that will be 2. Okay, so dalawa ang 15 dyan sa 32. Ngayon, di magiging 30. Ilan ang sobra? So, 30 or 32 minus 30 is 2. Ayan. So, therefore, ang kanilang denominator, kopyahin lang. So, meron tayong 2 and 215. Okay. So, maliwanag ba? Okay. So, ulitin kung paano nakuha yan. So, ilan ang 15 sa 32? So, dalawa. Then, ilan yung sobra ng dalawang 15? So, dalawa din. So, kaya 2 and 2, 15. Ngayon, kung gusto na naman nating ibalik, 15 times 2 is 30 plus 2, we have 32 all over 15. Okay, so ganun lang. Okay, so naintindihan ba? Okay, so this one. Ayan. So we have negative 2 and 2/4 multiplied by negative 3 and 1/5. So, i-multiply natin yan. Pero bago yan, i-express muna natin itong dalawa into an improper fraction. So, madali lang yan. So, multiply lang natin. 4 times negative 2. So, that is negative 8. And then, ipa-plus natin yung 2 doon. So, we have negative 10. Okay, maliwanag. And then, dito naman, 5 times 3, we have 15 plus 1, so 16. So, 16 all over 5. So, ito na. Okay. So, dito, pwede na tayong mag-multiply or maggawin natin muna yung long method. So, negative 10 times 16, 4 times 5. So, ayan. So, dito, kapag nag-multiply tayo ng parehas na negative, so the outcome will become positive. So, positive ang final answer natin dito. Okay, so multiply na natin. Negative 10 times negative 16, so that is 160. And 4 times 5, so we have 20. Okay, so dito, isi-simplify natin sila. So, pwede nating i-divide directly. So, 160 divide by 20, so that is 8. Okay, maliwanag? Okay, sa pagdi-divide ng ganito class, kapag mayroon tayong mga 0, pwede nating i-cancel yung 0. So, dito, i-cancel natin yung 0, cancel natin yung 0, naging 16 divide by 2. So, 16 divide by 2 is equivalent to 8 pa rin. Okay, so ganun lang kung paano mag-shortcut. Okay, now, paano naman mag-shortcut nito? Okay, kasi meron akong nakikitang mga greatest common factors to both. Ayan. Okay, so ganito lang. So, itong negative 10 and 5, negative 16 and 4. Okay. So, what is their greatest common factor? It's 5. So, negative 10 divided by 5, that's negative 2. Then, 5 divided by 5, we have 1. Then, dito naman sa kabila, so, ang greatest common factor nila is, syempre, 4. So, 4 divided by 4, or negative 16 divided by 4, so we have negative 4. Then, 4 divided by 4, we have 1. Then, itong dalawa ang imumultiply natin, and then dito rin sa baba, same. So, negative 2 divide or multiplied by negative 4, so that will become positive 8. Then, 1 times 1, so that is 1. So, we have 8 all over 1. Then, simplify natin, 8 divided by 1, so that is equivalent to 8. Ayan. Naintindihan ba? Okay. So, next. Okay, so ito naman ulit. So, dalawang mix number. Okay, so negative 4 and 2/5 multiplied by 3 and 3/4. So, gawin muna natin improper fraction. So, that will be negative 22 all over 5 and 15 all over 4. Ayan. So, shortcut na natin. Huwag na tayong maglong. Okay, so ano ba ang common factor or greatest common factor ng negative 22 and 4? So, ano nga ba? So, we have 2. Okay. So, negative 22 divided by 2 is negative 11. Then, 4 divided by 2, we have 2. So, dito naman sa kabila, ayan, 5 and 15. So, the greatest common factor is, okay, so, 15 divided by 3, so we have 3. And then 5 divided by 5, so we have 1. Okay, so yan yung mga imumultiply natin. So, negative 11 multiplied by 3, so syempre, that's negative 33, and 1 times 2, so syempre, we have 2. Then, kung mapapansin natin, wala silang greatest common factor, so since mas malaki naman, or that's an improper fraction, i-divide natin para makuha natin yung mix niya, yung mixed number, or mixed fraction. Or, kung gusto natin i-shortcut, pwede. So, ilang 2 meron sa 33? So, ilan nga ba? So, we have 16. So, negative 16. So, 16 times 2 kasi is 32. So, ilan yung sobra? 33 minus 32 is 1. So, kopyahin pa rin yung denominator naman. So, or 2. So, therefore, we have negative 16 and 1/2. So, that is on how to multiply a mix. Okay.